Hey guys, welcome back to our stories true crime podcast with me T. So today guys, first of all, I'll have to apologize for the poor lighting because I'm currently at work and there's no electricity. There's a power blackout. Hopefully soon everything will be back to normal. So this is heavy, guys. I've been meaning to do this story for quite some time now. It's the murder of Agnes Tirop by her so-called husband in quotes. Yeah, Ibrahim Rotich. So, guys, first of all, I'll observe a moment of silence in respect to Agnes Tirop. May she rest in peace. Yeah, guys, so I've been meaning to do this story, but it's been quite traumatic to me. I just can't handle that level of tragedy. So I'm sorry. Some of you requested me to do this. Yeah, and so Agnes Tirop is a world record holder. You can note that I'm speaking in the present tense because I still acknowledge her even in her death as a world. That girl was a heck of a woman. I mean, oh my god, I'm so impressed. I love athletics so much. I'm impressed with her. So, guys, basically, Agnes, you know, was born on the 23rd, 10th October. And it's so sad to say that on the same date she was baptized, and on the same date she was buried. Imagine being born, baptized, and then buried on the same day. Like you're being buried on your birthday. I mean, it's sad, really sad. I like words to express that, and I like words to comprehend all that. So, yeah, Agnes was just a very friendly girl or daughter. This is from her parents' interview. She was just friendly to all in her community, and she was really determined to be prosperous. Coming from a humble background, she was just determined to be great and do great things. Yeah, that's what propelled her to train in sports and join later on the Kenya athletics. Yeah, she was trained professionally, and now they saw that she was a first rising star, and her star shone bright. And I think a colleague of hers, who is also a woman, did an interview where she said, like, Agnes would run bare feet and still win. I mean, that kind of determination is what we all need. Running bare feet and you become the top. I love that so much for her. So basically, yeah, Agnes kept on, you know, doing great in sports. Yeah, she just shone. And she became fifth in the Tokyo Olympics. Yeah, I think back in 2020. And also, she, she smashed the world record and became the top, yeah, at the 10 kilometer women's only race held in Germany. So I think all these, records, you know, and everything, she was just shining on the outside. She was a star. Everything was going on well with her. Yeah, she acquired world recognition. But on the other side, she was dealing with a lot. From her sister's interview, she says that the guy was violent to her. The supposed spouse was violent to her to an extent that one day the sister was at her place and the guy became violent. He went into the room, he locked the room, and he started hitting Agnes. As the sister, there's no way, even me, you can't hit my sister in my presence. So she decided, you know what? I'm gonna intervene, yeah, and I'm gonna stop him because Agnes had confessed to her of the mistreatment that she was undergoing under the hands of Ibrahim. I'll call him the boyfriend because the family says that there's no official marriage, there's nothing. They didn't even know the guy actually. I think, except from the sister, who, were close with Agnes, and she told they were not really aware of that. They were aware of the relationship, but they were not really aware that they were back together, dating, married. She was considering him her husband and whatnot. So basically, the sister tried to intervene, broke into the room, and he found the guy, shirtless, and he was holding a rungu. For those who don't know what a rungu is, it's basically a stick with a rounded bottom or a heavy. I don't know how to explain. Yeah, but I'll put up a photo of a rungu. I'm so silly sometimes. So yeah, the sister tried, and she told him, "Why are you hitting my sister?" He went on. That is so disrespectful. He went on hitting her. She fell on the ground. She hurt her face, and actually, after the body of Agnes was discovered lifeless in the house, it had, I think, stab wounds on the neck. So the police indicated that those seemed to be stab wounds. So she was stabbed to death. That is cruelty of the highest degree. I've never seen. Oh my God. Stab wounds on the neck. And you'd ask yourself, what was the agenda of this guy then? Why take such a small life, Not small, what am I saying? Why take such a bright future from someone? Her career was on an upward trajectory, so I don't know why he would do such a thing. But the agenda basically was to steal all her money and her property, because the family says that they are aware of Agnes's property, that is land assets that the guy had sold. Like, what in the world? Hmm? Where are you coming from, Ibrahim? How can you steal a property? The family is aware of all this property and you have sold. Oh my God, that just broke my heart. Yeah, and also the brother recounts that Agnes was not in contact with this guy anymore, but he lured her into having the final meeting with him, where they went. And I think Agnes basically went there in hopes of recovering, as I've said, some of her assets had been sold by this guy. So she went there in hopes of recovering, yeah, her property, but that would be her last chance, her last time on earth. I mean, that's just too hard. I can't imagine the pain of losing a child. Her mother says that Agnes was basically the breadwinner, should provide for the family, pay fees for her siblings. I mean, losing such a soul, may God protect all of us who are our families' breadwinners. I'm not saying I am, but I mean, losing such a person is a great deal. And also, so basically, this guys, do you know what? On the day of the incident, after Agnes was discovered lifeless, the guy had fled the scene. He went all the way from Iten to Mombasa, and he still has the guts to deny. During his ruling, when he was being sentenced, he pled not guilty. He pled not guilty to any of those charges. Yet, on the day of the incident, you are nowhere to be seen. You are MIA and you are found in Mombasa. Kudos to the police because the police arrested him in Mombasa. If you're not guilty, why flee? At least you could be around. You're not scared of any investigations, the authority, because it's a natural death, because you're not guilty. And also, reports from his family indicate that he made a phone call to the family and he was wailing and crying and he said, I'm sorry to you, I've done something so wrong. Ibrahim, you've done something so wrong. What is that wrong thing that you've done? So eventually the guy was charged with murder, but I don't know. Nothing can ever bring the lost person back. So for me, it's still too heavy. I can't imagine the pain that the parents are going through, her mother, her family, the siblings. It's just an open wound. Just pray that God gives them strength and grace to live with this. But now Agnes is gone. When conducting my research, I saw all her accolades, all her trophies, and it really touched my heart. I just felt bad, all these things were being held by the family, her trainers, the shoes that should go to the camps to train with. Everything of hers was there, guys, but the person is no more. At only 25 years, losing your life, you have a bright future, a career, you have a family that is dependent on you, you are a world star, all because of that is not even, I don't know, I can't even term that kind of relationship. Yeah, you don't have words for that either. So guys, basically, yeah, I don't know, I'm just a champion against gender violence. By all means, I think strict measures should be put in place by the government, and also at individual levels we can take responsibility to end violence. Just live peacefully with one another. It can be tricky sometimes, but try your best to be a better version of yourself. Losing such a young life, I mean, I don't know. And also for worldly treasures, I mean, where are you taking that money? After all, you'll also die and you leave the property. Ibrahim also has just wasted his life. Now he's been convicted of murder. You can't get out. Your life, I mean, that's the farthest you could go. I mean, but that's not the right decision. And also for her family to say they were not aware of this relationship. So I think women, we should be open. I know it can be tricky. Just talk about, you can talk to relatives and family, and also when you're going, they didn't know she had went to that place to meet with him. So just, you can just give people a heads up or pin your location. I'm here, especially considering the history that was so toxic. So you can just inform people, like, what, I'm here just in case something happens to me. I'm with this person just in case something happens to me. Being buried on your birthday, I still haven't gotten over that. Yeah, she was in her prime of her years, but it was so unfortunate. Rest in peace, Agnes. This story, to me, I don't know. It's just too heavy. It's too sad, too painful. But I'm going to sign off by saying, people, let's just end gender violence. Whatever the case may be, end violence against women, end violence against men. Let's create a peaceful society, inclusive of all. Yeah, so that's the end of today's episode. Yeah. catch me. I can't say specific day. Catch me on the next. You guys have a lovely day. Yeah, full of blessings.